Yo, this is the Tunnel Plays Pokemon Sword. You might be wondering, why are we in Hammerlocke now? Weren't we at Winden to battle to become champion? Well, we were supposed to, but then the whole thing interrupted. The Darkest Day has been revamped, I guess you could say. Thanks to Chairman Rose! Yep, he's been one of the bad guys of this game all along. Think about that. Chairman Rose. The guy with like this cool haircut and running. He's like been cheering you on and so on. And yeah, he's been a bad guy all along. He's evil. Now I gotta stop him because the Darkest Day cannot happen. Or so we think. I will have Cinderace here because I think he'll be great against what we're gonna face first. So we also went to the Slumbering Wheel to find out more about the legend about the Darkest Day. We saw the two legendary Pokemon, Sezayan and Zamazenta. Then they disappeared. Picked up a rusted sword and a shield. We pick up the sword in Sword and shield in Pokemon Shield. Hop will take the other one. Then it says go to Hammerlocke, and now let's take care of whatever happened here. Because Leon is here, Hop is here, we are here. It's time to solve this mystery once and for all and to save the Galar region. Yep. Just like in other Pokemon games, you are the superhero, you are the one to save the future, save everyone's lives. We've seen that before, it happens again. When you're ready though, go forward and enter Hammerlocke Stadium for a bit of a different vibe. It's Oleana. Is she still evil or what? The gym challenger. You must help me. I mean, please help me. My Pokemon started Dynamax for some reason and started running amok in the stadium. Mr. Raihan, was able to subdue the Dynamax Pokemon in the stadium, but if other Pokemon was a Dynamax to go on a rampage, the underground power plant could collapse. Mr. Rose is down there right now. I know it's selfish of me, but I must beg your assistance. I want you to head into the underground power plant and stop Mr. Rose. Mr. Rose has awakened a Pokemon known as Eternatus. Apparently the energy emitted from his body is what caused Dynamaxing. At this rate, all the Pokemon in the Galar region will Dynamax and go Berserk. If that were to happen, please, you must save Mr. Rose. You can take the lift over there to reach him. I enlisted help from Mr. Champion's younger brother too, but who knows what's going on? So it seems like Oleana has finally snapped out of it. She finally realized that Rose has been bad guy all the time. She doesn't want to help him anymore. She wants you to stop him. So now we're going to take an elevator and get to Rose immediately to stop his evil plan from happening. Oh boy. So Rose has been the bad guy. Yep. Rose is the bad guy of Generation 8. Kinda funny because it reminds me a bit of Lysandre from Generation 6. He was a bit of a good guy in the start as well, right? Then he started to change and become even more evil, and then he just slopped out. Same with Luzamin as well in Generation 7. You know, the Aether Foundation leader, who was a bit of these Ultra Beasts, and I said like, oh, Ultra Beasts are cool. We must help them. They must be awesome. We must really go and join them, right? Yeah, exactly. So Rose is basically the Luzamin of Generation 8. She is the Lysandre of Generation 8 as well. But how evil can he be though? Maybe it's just been a mistake, or is he actually pure evil? Well, Rose, whatever you're up to, we will stop you. Look at this place. But what is all this? We need to help Lee. There he is. You explain something to me, Rose, now. Still smiling though. And what you plan on doing, Gym Challenger? Stopping the Darkest Day. Pardon? What are you talking about? There's nothing to stop now. We already brought about the Darkest Day. Or should I say the ultimate Pokemon, Eternatus. Must I explain myself? From your perspective, I suppose it must be seen I'm doing something terrible. I don't expect you to understand. But I must provide the Galar region with limitless energy to ensure everlasting prosperity. It is my purpose, my duty, my destiny. That's why I've been giving the wishing stars to Eternatus. Surely you remember the red light that caused a ruckus around Hammerlocke? That was all part of our experiments to awaken Eternatus. You must understand, I can't let you interfere with my plan to protect the future, Galler. Yep, now we're gonna fight him as well. Damn you, Rose. You up to no good. And now you want to changing out. Macrocosmos Rose, that's his company. We will stop you this time, you bastard. His third Pokemon will be Escavalier. So just like most of his group members in the Macrocosmos, Rose is indeed a user of steel types. So Escavalier is from Generation 5, it's a dual type bug and steel type. So he is very, very weak to fire. So let's go with Pyro Ball. Trixing up and slam it. Yep, there he goes. Down goes the Escavalier. You're pretty tough. Yes, entirely too tough. Do you think that's unfair? What's unfair to you, Rose, you evil bastard? You deserve this! Now it's turn Klinklang. Interesting. So Klinklang, another Generation 5 Pokemon, is a pure Steel type, this one. We can stick with... I mean, you can just stick with this Pokemon here if you want to, or you can switch. It depends. You can... I mean, it's kind of up to you. In my opinion, choose whatever you want to go for. I mean, Klinklang is Steel type, so fighting and fire does well. I have multiple options for this, but it's kind of up to you what you want to do with it, so... Maybe actually stick with it then. Klinklang! Here it comes. Klinklang. He's the fully evolved version of Kling. Klang. Klinklang, Steel Pokemon. Pure Steel. So you can use a Double Kick, you can use Pyro Ball. Up to you. Let's go Pyro Ball then. Because it worked once, it can work again, can it not? Yep, it can. Let's show him the power of the fire types. So there's level 60, he's the second Pokemon in my 60s. Next will be Ferrothorn. Of course we will not switch. Ferrothorn is dual type Grass and Steel. We already seen Ferroseed, right? So this guy's Ferrothorn. Another Generation 5 Pokemon. I don't get why so many Generation 5 Pokemon suddenly show up, but that's fine with me. Pyro Ball again. It's gonna miss. Curse. That means he's gonna cut down his speed to these to increase attack and defense. Won't save him though against the Pyro Ball if it hits. This time will hit, and Ferrothorn is history. No chance. You 4-time weakness, you can't survive that. Sorry. Toxicity is level 55. Very, very nice. Next up will be Perrserker. That is the Galarian Meowth evolutional form. Yeah, Meowth actually has a new evolution in Generation 8. Instead of being a Persian, which it has in both Generation 1 to 6 and Generation 7, it now has a new form, Perrserker. It's a Steel type. I feel like Hitmonlee deserves some action as well, so let's bring in Hitmonlee. Fighting type does well against Steel types, and Perrserker is a pure Steel. Yeah, Perrserker. Looks like a Berserker, looks like a Viking. That's exactly what it has become. Let's go with a high jump kick. Hopefully won't miss. No, it missed! Half my HP is gone. Comes Screech. That means now, if I take a hit now, I'm gonna be done for. One more time. High jump kick. It missed again. No, it hits. It hits. And that's gonna be enough for the Perrserker. Bye-bye. Wow. We could have been in danger there, but we managed to survive the turn. We hit it the second time. And now then, here comes Copperajah, the final Pokemon. You can't expect this was the Pokemon to use because this was the Pokemon that BD used in Stone Side. That is his Pokemon. So Rose will be using Copperajah now. Fine with me. It's time to put Cinderace back into the fray. Copperajah is also a pure steel type. He's an elephant-looking Pokemon. Down to my last Pokemon. Oh, this is looking good. Fine by me. Giant steel elephant will not survive the heat. Max Flare. Let me show off our skills. Here it comes. A huge, powerful Cinderace. I'll show him with a hit so hard you'll be speechless. Of course, he will Dynamax his own Copperajah. Should we say, he will Gigantamax it. That's one giant elephant. We don't care though. Max Flare, it comes. One hit. KO. Yeah, Copperajah doesn't really have a high defense. And special defense, very low. And Copperajah goes down very quickly. Yeah, you might be a steel type user, Rose, but you weren't that hard. Well played, Cinderace, though. You beat him. I'd forgotten how great Pokemon battles are. It's been so long since I battled. That sure was satisfying. Most impressive, Cetano. I wouldn't expect any less from a challenger endorsed by the strongest champion ever to grace our beloved Galar region. I really do wish I could have seen a champion match between you two. And I'm terribly sorry to have ruined the whole game challenge and everything. It's too bad, but it can't be helped. In order to solve the energy issues as soon as possible, we awakened Eternatus, but we couldn't control it. The champion came to aid me, and at the cost of abandoning the match. Indeed, just like a knight in shining armor coming to rescue a princess from a dragon. I do tend to ramble on, I know. I love to make speeches, but I think I can stop talking now. I think the champion should have captured Eternatus by now. If you're curious, you can take the lift up. And I trust you'll be going up too, right, Hop? I certainly hope losing to me didn't discourage you too much. Go now, both of you. Go see how our champion is doing. Discouraged? You don't get it, do you, Chairman? Neither me or my Pokemon are anywhere near giving up. We learned how to be strong thanks to the gym challenge you organized. Oh boy, so I guess Rose maybe accepted what he'd been doing, and Eternatus seems like to be a mighty Pokemon. And Leo might capture it? What if he fails? Maybe we can capture it. Haha. But what is Eternatus? We haven't even seen it yet. Something tells me we'll be having a bit of a legendary capturing game. We haven't had that so far in Generation 8. Now's the time. So check your Pokebag. Check that you have enough Pokeballs. That you have Pokemon that can deal status effects. I think maybe Toxtricity will be doing well here in the start. We need to also maybe weaken it a bit as well, I think. Maybe Corviknight will start. But Toxtricity will be well here though, because he can paralyze with Nuzzle, so I think this is gonna be an epic duel incoming. Whatever it is though, we have to stop it, because if not, bad things will happen. Oh boy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. That's it for now. See you guys next time with my journey in Pokemon Sword.